Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCranie, and welcome to Weather Express. Your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, it's another very active severe weather day across the country. We'll get right into it. We've got a cold front that extends from the eastern Great Lakes all the way into the southern plains. Along and ahead of that front, we've had very active weather, all modes of severe weather again for today. Some of these severe storms indicated by the red polygons that you see are working as far west as the I-87 corridor here in New York. Really healthy storms near Syracuse. You're going to see a purple polygon pop up. That's a tornado warning near the Syracuse area. We've also had a couple of tornado warnings earlier near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as this huge line continues to move east. Do you see that bow? We call that a bow echo, and on the leading edge of that, we're getting some winds of 60 to 70 plus miles an hour, some 1-inch size hail with these storms that will continue to track east through Pennsylvania into New York and do some of the big population centers of the Northeast here as we go through the evening and the overnight hours. Another huge cluster of storms back closer to where the cold front is right now, portions of Indiana, Ohio, back into Kentucky. Again, a lot of lightning associated with those. These are not as stout, but we've had from time to time a few severe thunderstorm warnings there. The winds of 60 miles an hour are the main threat. Then you just follow this cold front all the way back into the panhandle of Texas, and along this boundary, we're starting to see massive storms developing here. Friends, you see these blues? These are destructive hail cores within these storms. I'm talking about 3 to 4 inch size hail. Baseball to softball size hail, which is moving through Texas right now, going to try and sneak into the southwest sides of Oklahoma. So again, just the large map shows you how active the weather is. Again, all the way from the northeast to the southern plains. Now, when we look at the risk of severe storms from the SPC overall for today, we're worried about the baseball to softball hail moving into Oklahoma out of Texas, and we're worried about the stronger severe storms and the isolated tornado threat, again, all the way into portions of Pennsylvania and New York as well. Current watches look like this. They're all going to be red polygons. This is the loop over the last 6 hours. Again, look how much of the country along and ahead of that front are under severe thunderstorm watches. No tornado watches. That is good news, but again, very large hail and some tornadic activity is possible out of this as well. The other concern that I really have for today is going to be the excessive rainfall in portions of the southern plains. We could get a lot of flooding here from Wichita Falls all the way up towards Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Big time flash flooding is going to be a concern in those areas. I want to also show you guys the storm reports that we've seen, and I want to get back up to the northeast here again, because do you see all of these blues? These are all wind reports, right? We got a lot of wind and destructive damage from these thunderstorms. And then the yellows that you see, like the one near Dayton, that's hail reports there, right? Now, obviously, back into the southern plains, when we get back over there, you're going to see these hail reports. You know, they're 2 4-inch size hail, massive, massive hail there. All right, in the southeast for today, it's a beautiful day. Temperatures, again, are mainly in the 70s and 80s. We've actually had a little bit of rain in Florida today, very necessary rain. We got some of that. Out west, we do have, again, a little bit of cooler weather and even some snow in the southern sides of Colorado. Temperatures are all over the place based on elevation, mainly warm enough where it is going to be some rain. When I put on the infrared satellite imagery here for you guys, you're going to see, again, our storm system has now been able to work its way inland through the Pacific Northwest into Big Sky Country, secondary area of low pressure over the Denver area, and then the huge blowup of thunderstorms that I've already mentioned. All right, let's get back to the big picture. I'm going to bring up our HRRR model, our high resolution rapid refresh, loop this up. A couple of things I want to point out as this loops up over the next 48 hours is that the weather is going to stay quite active. When we stop this at the beginning here, again, you're going to see that the storms that'll be moving through the Northeast should fade a bit as they get to places like Hartford and Boston. As we get into the evening hours, we lose the heat of the day. But this is why I'm really concerned about the flood threat. Look at all of the heavy rain in Oklahoma, including Oklahoma City, Tulsa, back into portions of Missouri, and then a secondary wave develops tomorrow, which could be just as potent. First of all, severe storms are going to be a possibility in those areas, but then secondly, again, more heavy rain, more opportunity for flooding, and we're going to eject some energy off of that area of low pressure in the Intermountain West to allow more severe weather to develop in the plains and then work their way east to the Great Lakes, portions of the Ohio Valley, in the Midwest as well. So for tomorrow, your biggest threat, again, southern plains, but still a marginal risk all the way into the southern sides of Illinois, Indiana, and the northern sides of Kentucky. And then 2 days out from now, we'll be monitoring the situation for at least a marginal risk all the way back into the northeast. Again, multiple rounds of storms could potentially cause, again, problems as far as rainfall totals go. And look at the GFS model with the rain just over the next couple of days here. When we just take a look at what could be happening in the Oklahoma City metro area, over a half foot of rain. It's a problem, especially when you're going to get some really healthy thunderstorms to come through with this. So you get the idea that those are the areas with the biggest threat for heavier rain. Another storm system coming into the Pacific Northwest, a little bit of rain there. And again, the severe weather here in the Northeast could throw a few inches of rain into those areas as well. Friends, I'm out of time. Appreciate you making Weather Express a part of your daily routine. Thank you for taking a quick second and liking and subscribing to the channel. Help support us. I appreciate that as well. Let me know in the comment section where you're viewing from. You guys have a great, safe rest of your day, and I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.